Hey everyone, it's Luke here from LT Gaming and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking a look at the top 15 upcoming wargames, which is a follow-up to a previous list that we did. Now, a number of titles from that previous list have actually released, so I'm going to recycle the ones that haven't, flesh this out and make it a truly comprehensive guide moving forward. Look, if you're a fan of wargames, you're definitely going to find some interesting titles here to wishlist. I've tried to keep the mix interesting as always. We do have turn-based strategy, hex-based wargames, and real-time titles here. Someone tried to rebuke me for putting real-time strategy games as wargames. Well, let me tell you, war definitely happens in real time. There's something here for everyone, so make sure to get cozy, grab a nice cup of coffee, and prepare to listen and wishlist many exciting new wargames. It's always a great pleasure of mine to expand your wishlist and lighten your wallets. It's just a side effect of so many great wargames being on these lists. Alright, let's jump into the top 15 upcoming wargames. And kicking off this list is a title I'm truly excited about. It's Strategos, a real-time tactics wargame set in the grand theatres of classical antiquity. This game offers players the chance to command vast armies in large-scale battles featuring over 50 diverse factions and more than 200 unique units from the ancient world. Whether you're creating custom battles to test your strategic skills or reenacting historical engagements, Strategos provides a deeply immersive experience. The game's attention to detail and historical accuracy allows you to simulate the tactics and strategies that defined warfare in the ancient era. With its expansive unit roster and a variety of factions to choose from, Strategos is a must-play for fans of real-time strategy and ancient history this year. Now, of course, if you're a Total War fan, this is an absolute no-brainer. It just looks epic. It was actually only brought to my attention on the channel Discord, and I do know they've now sourced a publisher. I won't say who because that's up to them to announce. But I'm very excited about the future of this title. It really is an awesome one to break on this channel, and hopefully we can do a standalone feature soon. I think also it's a good time to highlight that with the top 15, it's not really the titles I think are the best that end up lower down the list. I wanted to kick this one off with a real barnstormer, and to be honest, this is probably the title I'm most excited now about on this particular list. I do think it will need a lot of work to get to where it needs to be, but hopefully the desire and vision is already there. Right, LT gamers, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to support LT Gaming, do hit the join button below, or you can always come and have some fun in our Discord. We appreciate all the interaction that we get. And next up today, I'm going to welcome you to Ahoy, the thrilling multiplayer voyage to the 1780s. Join forces with fellow captains and officers as you embark on an epic journey to explore the West Indies. Navigate the high seas, trade goods, and command your crew of both players and NPCs. Engage in exhilarating naval battles and hone your seamanship skills to carve out your legacy in this historically accurate representation of the Age of Sail. Get ready to set sail and write your own chapter in maritime history with Ahoy. And I know there are a huge amount of dedicated naval wargamers out there who would love this title. This one was actually discovered by Tom, and there is a Discord and lots of information available. This project looks truly exciting. I did a little bit of digging around the Steam forum, and it definitely seems that the project is in early development. The developer himself states that they've done a lot of visual and pre-production work to understand the scope and work necessary to bring Ahoy to fruition, so this really is an ambitious project for the future. Look, I'm very excited for this one, and I want you to put it on your wish list, and hopefully that helps drive development. Now, one thing that did encourage me about this title is when I put it in a previous list, the developer reached out to me, always a good sign and encourages me that they're going to realise this project. Next up, you will take to the skies in Scramble, Battle of Britain, a tactical dogfighting game set during the pivotal 1940 air campaign. This title puts you in command of squadrons from both the Luftwaffe and RAF, challenging you to plan precise aerial manoeuvres in a fully realised 3D airspace. Experience the intensity of World War II dogfights as you witness real-time simulations of your strategic decisions unfold in stunning detail. Scramble also features advanced camera tools allowing you to analyse battle damage and review the action from multiple angles, adding a layer of immersion and tactical depth. This one is going to be published by Slytherin, and if you're passionate about aerial combat and historic warfare, then it's truly an experience that you cannot miss. I will also let you know that the thumbnail for this video came from this title, and honestly, the Battle of Britain is a little bit underrepresented in games these days. Any chance to experience the Spitfire, I'm going to absolutely jump at. If you're curious, there's currently a demo available on Steam, though I don't know how long that's going to be up for, so make sure to jump on the opportunity. Exploding onto this list is Sherman Commander. In this title, you will lead a platoon of Sherman tanks through the most iconic theatres of World War II. Take command from the tank commander's seat to issue precise orders to your crew, or open the tactical map to coordinate manoeuvres with allied units. The game promises to bring a whole new perspective on realism in a tactical tank warfare simulation. You will not be zooming around the map in a super fast vehicle. In this game, the tank is represented as a slow, lumbering war machine that requires the effort of the entire crew to operate. You will engage in heavy fighting in the infantry support role and conduct sneaky, maneuver-orientated duels with more heavily armoured and harder-hitting enemy vehicles. The game promises to have action across many different theatres with a dynamic AI that will attempt to outmaneuver you and put you on the defensive. I mean, it's promising a lot, so it's gonna have to deliver. Now, there have been 11 dev diaries published on Steam, so you can take a read through those to give you an idea of the game and how it's shaping up. That's always positive to see, because as wargamers we never know if a project's going to materialise or not. But overall, this does look a very exciting game, and if you're a tank enthusiast, then you're definitely going to want to check this out and pick it up when it gets released. And next on the list, we have another entry into the SGS series with Battle for Shanghai. This wargame transports you to the brutal urban warfare of 1937, where Chinese forces desperately fight to reclaim Shanghai from the advancing Imperial Japanese army. You can choose to play as the Chinese striving to defend and recapture the city, or as the Japanese executing a relentless counterattack. With its detailed turn-based strategy and historical accuracy, SGS Battle for Shanghai offers a gripping simulation of one of World War II's most pivotal and hard-fought battles in the Pacific theatre. As always with the SGS titles, I think they're really easy to learn, the UI is good and they play very smoothly, so this definitely has an appeal for any fans of the series or someone looking to get into the SGS series of games. Coming up next, we have Modern Naval Warfare, and it's the ultimate naval combat simulator, catapulting players into the intense and unforgiving realm of contemporary high-tech naval battles. Prepare to be fully immersed in the dark and dynamic world of modern naval warfare. This is another title released by Slytherin, and it really does look exciting from the footage available. Now, there isn't a huge amount of information, so I would hope that this is a project for 2024, but it could get pushed. You can command, control, and navigate, and it looks like there's going to be VR support also. You can engage the enemy with a large array of weapons like torpedoes, mines, and missiles. And it would appear that this title is moving in more of a hardcore sim direction, as you can link up tablets to use as station screens. Thus, you will be able to command the United States' latest and most lethal nuclear attack submarine, the Virginia class, in extreme detail. You can play in co-op mode and assign your friends into a wide variety of highly detailed stations or face them as enemies. Blasting its way onto this list is Beasts of Steel, a semi-realistic World War II game that uniquely blends first-person shooter action with strategic gameplay. In this game, you can experience the intensity of World War II combat from multiple perspectives, whether you're on the ground as an infantryman, commanding a tank crew, or soaring through the skies as a fighter pilot. Beasts of Steel offers both solo play and online multiplayer, allowing you to unleash chaos and dominate the battlefield in a variety of roles. With its combination of immersive FPS mechanics and strategic elements, Beasts of Steel promises to deliver a dynamic and thrilling experience for fans of World War II games. If you're looking for a game that offers both strategic depth and visceral combat, then this is the title for you. Beasts of Steel is also brought to us by the developer of Hex of Steel, a really great wargame which has featured many times on this channel, so that really bodes well for the future. Moving onwards, we have a DLC for Regiments, and it's the Winds of Change. The base game is super popular on this channel and a title that I enjoy very much to this day. It's a great foil to Warno and plays out a little slower and a bit more strategic, so if you're not a fan of really fast-paced, real-time strategy, then you can take your time with Regiments. The DLC has me very excited to jump into Regiments again, and I've reached out to Microprose to get access as soon as I can to this new content. I will definitely be taking a look at it on the channel. The original Regiments video was actually one of our biggest hits and showed us that we could make a success of LT gaming, so we'll always remember that. Excitingly, the Winds of Change DLC brings a vast array of new content and systems to the game. There are all new procedurally generated operations where you can lead a selected regiment through dozens of battles. These include brand new French, Dutch, Canadian or Czechoslovakian regiments as they enter the fray. The DLC also includes the ability to strike from the sky with new possibilities heralded by the addition of heli-borne troops and fighter jets. And to top it all off, you'll be able to command more than 50 new vehicles and weapon systems. I mean, it's going to be absolutely brilliant and a reason to jump back into Regiments all over again. If you haven't picked up the base game, you should definitely consider it as it's rated very positive on Steam with an overall 87% rating. Coming up next is another title from Microprose Software, and it is Task Force Admiral Volume 1 American Carrier Battles. I mean, they're not going to win any awards for the name, but the game looks pretty damn cool. In this title, you will embark on an exhilarating journey commanding American aircraft carriers to triumph in this groundbreaking full 3D command simulation wargame, unfolding in the Pacific Theater of 1942. Whether assuming a first-person perspective or adopting a divine oversight, you wield control over your fleet and aircraft from the heart of the battlefield. It truly is a game where you get to take the role of an admiral and command the legendary American carrier task forces of 1942. I mean, it's a full 3D simulation of an epic period of warfare. This one looks like it's going to bring an absolutely high level of immersion with a dynamic original soundtrack and a powerful scenario builder included. In fact, the game describes itself as one of the most detailed and authentic World War II naval command games ever attempted to date. Now that is ambitious and very exciting for us wargamers. Now, this is one of those titles that people think will never come out, and I do have an update from the developer since the last video. They sent me a copy of the game and said that we just have to be patient while work is ongoing. So I think this is one that's going to push into 2025, but it should be worth it in the end. Next up, you'll immerse yourself in Master of Command 7 Years' War, a game that puts you at the helm of one of Europe's most significant 18th century conflicts. This game is aiming to be a strategic masterpiece. You'll lead a custom-tailored army from one of 5 major powers, guiding them through procedurally generated campaigns and intense real-time battles. Every decision you make is crucial as the fate of your nation and army hinges on your strategic prowess. Failure is not an option. With its deep tactical gameplay and dynamic campaign structure, Master of Command 7 Years' War challenges you to outmaneuver your opponents and secure victory in one of history's most pivotal conflicts. And quite frankly, this is one of my favourite periods of history, so I'm super excited about this project. Now, the only thing to note here is it's brought to us by the same developer and publisher who did Fire and Maneuver, and there's a lot of complaints that they never finished that title and they've moved on. Just something to note. Still, if I look at this as a standalone project, I am encouraged. However, I have to be cautious when a developer has been accused of giving up on a previous game. Next on our list is Forgotten but Unbroken, a tactical turn-based strategy game that brings to life the stories of the forgotten and unsung heroes of World War II. Inspired by real events, this game allows you to lead the resistance against Axis forces, guiding a diverse group of protagonists who each have their own unique backgrounds and motivations. This title introduces new-to-genre features that deepen the emotional connection with your characters, making you care about their fates as you navigate the challenges of guerrilla warfare. With its blend of historical authenticity and innovative gameplay, Forgotten but Unbroken offers a fresh and immersive take on World War II strategy games. Its planned release date is this year, and it's being published now by Microprose. As we roll on, we take a look at Armoured Brigade II, which revolutionises real-time tactical warfare in 3D this time, focusing on the intense combined arms combat of the Cold War era from 1965 to 1991. Boasting a massive research database and huge real-world terrain maps, this game offers an unparalleled combat simulation experience. I'm gonna be honest, I really struggled to say that last sentence. The original game was pretty cool, and I feel the movement into the realm of 3D is gonna take this to another level. It's being published by Slitherine, and there are a number of dev diaries on Steam if you want to find out more information. And next on the list is one of my favourite games of all time. You can step into the epic universe of Emperor of the Fading Suns Enhanced Edition, a classic 4X strategy game that has captivated players with its deep gameplay and rich immersive setting. This Enhanced Edition brings new life to the beloved game, allowing 1 to 5 players to compete for dominance across land, air, sea, and even in the vast reaches of space. As you fight for control of humanity, you'll also engage in trade, diplomacy, and strategic alliances with the powerful Church, the influential Merchant League, and various alien races. With its complex mechanics and multi-layered strategy, Emperor of the Fading Suns Enhanced Edition offers a uniquely challenging experience that stands the test of time. If you're a fan of 4X games and space operas with that wargame element, then this is an essential pickup in 2024. Now, this version is already readily available on GOG, but the new version on Steam will offer, of course, the functionality of the system, plus new Steam achievements, so honestly, I think it's another reason for me to pick it up and own it. I'm hoping for Steam Deck functionality also, that would be incredible. Look, this is simply one of the greatest games of all time, so you have no excuse not to go out and pick this up if you've never heard of it before. I did review it on the channel some time ago, so make sure to check that out, but it was before we really blew up, so the style of the video may be a little bit different, but overall I think it still stands up. Making its way onto this list is Broken Arrow, a very exciting title being brought to us by Slitherine. The game is a large-scale, real-time, modern warfare tactics game with a unique army building system and deep unit customization that allow for endless replayability. With 200 plus realistic military units and technologies, each battle is more immersive than ever before. Now, I have to be a little bit careful with this one because I am currently involved in the beta test and I don't want to say too much, but I really think they've improved it from the Steam demo that came out a while ago. The battles are intense and frenetic, and I'm having an absolute blast with this one. To me, it feels like a natural successor to World in Conflict, and that was a game I put many hours into when I played it as a kid. Absolutely brilliant and great experience at the time, and if they can replicate that, I'll be very happy. With large urban battlefields and an incredible amount of units, this is shaping up to be one of the best wargames delivered in 2024. Sea power, naval combat in the missile age is brought to you by the lead designer of Cold Waters, an excellent title that I would still recommend people pick up today. This new game lets you control NATO and Warsaw Pact forces in modern naval conflict campaigns. Use your advanced naval weaponry and sensors to respect rules of engagement and defeat the enemy forces in a tense fight for initiative and air and naval supremacy. What attracted me to this game is, of course, Microprose Software is the publisher and we have a great relationship with them, but the screenshots and video of the naval vessels and the jets look absolutely epic and right up my street. I really enjoy this period of military hardware in the Cold War. It's like that time period when jets were super cool before they kind of got way too advanced and just lost me. We promise to keep a close eye on this one here at LT Gaming, and we'll be reaching out to Microprose for more information. We really want to cover this game. And I did exactly that. I reached out to Microprose and they invited me to Gamescom, where this is going to be one of the games that they're featuring. So I'm really excited to see that this title is making progress. With its combination of amazing war machines and time period, this is truly going to be an epic gem, and I can't wait, and there's lots of people asking me questions about it. So Microprose, I can't wait to see what you have to offer. So there we go, LT gamers, we make it to the end of a truly epic endeavour. 15 upcoming wargames that you should keep your eye on, because honestly, they just look awesome. Make sure to comment and let us know what you think of the games on this list, and make some suggestions yourselves of any that I've missed or any you're particularly excited about. I did also consider Vietnam 66 and World at War 85 Digital Edition. However, when I went into the Lock and Load Discord, they were a little bit abrupt with me, so I don't know, they told me it's not coming anytime soon, so I decided to move on. But regardless, we have plenty of excellent titles here, and your wish list is going to expand. Right, LT Gamers, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've been Luke from LT Gaming, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.